All right, guys, I have some good news and some bad news. Let's start with the bad news. The bad news is that something that we were supposed to see this weekend, expecting to see this weekend, looks like it's being delayed. And this likely will not come now until sometime in the middle of next week. Now, the good news is that despite a negative day, despite a negative few days in terms of Shiba Inu, there are certain things for SHIB that are continuing to look extremely bullish, which is a great sign for next week. And I want to show you guys exactly what I mean. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I'm not going to get too much into yesterday. I obviously talked about that earlier today. You guys can check out my SHIB video from earlier today if you want to hear more about that. But you know, this negative stuff that took place yesterday could have been really bad for the market. All right. We've seen a lot worse days than what we experienced yesterday. And despite that, I am very happy with how SHIB has bounced back. It is showing strength. You're seeing, this is a real testament to the community. I've been extremely impressed with how SHIB has done through some of these bearish times. And most assets in the space right now are having a very modest recovery of like 1% or 0.5%. And SHIB has climbed back about 2.25% over the last 12 hours. This is a great sign. Okay. About 2.3% on the daily candle. And we're currently sitting between our 50-day and our 200-day moving average. Now, this is where the delay comes in. If you guys remember, we talked about something that was supposed to take place either today or tomorrow. And this was this golden cross in terms of Shiba Inu, a very bullish event that does not play out in the charts very often, but is an indicator for very big moves to the upside in terms of price. Now, this isn't a guarantee or anything like that. But what we are now seeing is because prices come down, it's slowed down that 50-day moving average, and we likely will not see this take place, this golden cross, until sometime in the early to middle of next week. And that's fine. I'm okay with that, all right? Because despite this delay being the case, we're likely to see price keep recovering and moving back to the upside. Now, that's not a guarantee. It's not financial advice or anything like that, but I want you guys to see what has taken place over the last few days. Despite these drops, despite the negative pullbacks, we're actually seeing very bullish things still take place. Yesterday could have been really bad in terms of whales. It wasn't. They did have an outflow day. It was only 151 billion SHIB in terms of outflows. Not a very large day, not even close to what we experienced on October 14th, where we saw almost 1 trillion Shiba Inu dumped by whales on the market. So they were pretty quiet. And in fact, this is kind of the case throughout most of the market. Whales did not do much yesterday. It was a very quiet day from whales in general. There was a little bit of unloading, but nothing substantial. And what we still saw was some more positive signs in terms of Shiba Inu. We actually saw holders on the rise, people actually accumulating with the dip in the market. People are getting smarter. We're starting to see more resilience take place. What we also saw was another large removal of supply from exchanges. I mean, I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk about this, but it's important. We hit a new all-time low in terms of available SHIB on exchanges. All right. There was actually 200 billion SHIB removed from exchanges just over the last 24 hours. So this trend is very positive. It's a lot of the same. We're doing the same things that have led to this bullish movement in terms of price over the past few months. Okay. So these are very good signs. And now we've seen a couple other things change too. Do you guys remember? I'm sure many of you guys do. All these times we were hearing negative things, bad sentiment when it comes to Shiba Inu. It's bad. It's failing. It's fading away. It's going to zero. All these negative things. Well, guess what? Coverage on Shiba Inu, it's very positive. Shiba Inu investors turn bearish, but this could be good news. Bullish whale activity. Technical analysis, we're getting ready to move quite a bit higher, right? Why we could see potentially rise in the next 6 months. I mean, all this coverage of Shiba Inu is turning much more positive than it has been in recent months. And who pays attention to that? That's people that are outside the space, people that right now are part of those those internet metrics like we looked at. Remember, the popularity, the searches online, they are in fact on the rise. And now they're seeing more and more bullish things surrounding Shiba Inu. All right. And we're doing this at a time where things are getting ready to open up in the crypto market. So you're seeing all the right things take place. Remember, price is always the lagging metric. It's always the last thing to move. And despite our drop yesterday, everything else has kind of remained positive. This is why I'm so bullish about this week ahead. This is why I'm bullish, leading up to the election. I think we have some very good run up. Actually, here's my prediction. All right. Obviously, my one from earlier this week wasn't great, but I would not be surprised by a climb into the election. And what happens following the election is kind of a surprise here. It's really going to depend on, I think, who wins and who loses. But I think that we do make up some ground in the crypto market as we approach the election. We're seeing a lot of bullish activity take place. We're seeing a lot of accumulation by large entities. And this trend isn't showing signs of slowing down. In fact, it's showing signs of speeding up right now. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think we're going to see this golden cross midweek? Do you think that we have some nice price appreciation ahead? But have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.